Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, Trespasser. I'm JDZ Gaming Empire. We are at the Winter Palace. This is 2 years after we defeated Corypheus, and we're just kind of looking around and spending some time talking with our old acquaintances and doing a lot, and I mean a lot of reading. And we have it's like a couple things over here to read, so let's continue. Poll in the last few years. Inquisitor, I send this to you, uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it's clearly my hand, with signifiers in the language that make it clear I acted of my own violation when writing it. Own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Yours, Charter. Send to Inquisitor in reference Cole. Quarterly progress. Rescue 6 higher than expected. Targets hit 4. 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisoners. Agent morale. Strong, some crying. All insisted they were good tears, strong emotions, but unrelated to mission at hand. Usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities, misplaced items, unexpected, often tied to emotional revelation among group. Concern with hostile blood mage binding, demons. V, angry. Wax on my fingers, bees drone behind me as the honeycomb crunches between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? Cole's behind those writings. Josephine and the last few years. Dear Inquisitor Levelon, Commander Colin has reviewed the soldiers. I've written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court. Our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for this Exalted Council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile, and remember, we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montilier. Okay. Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, unfortunately, I must report that my attempt to use nugs in place of messenger birds in the deep roads has not gone well. Is that why all those flippin' nugs was in the cave with King Nug? On the first attempt, the nugs I released would not even go in the right direction, choosing instead to run around in circles and collide with walls while trying to squirm out from under the message canisters. After considerable training, the second attempt was slightly better, with only half trying to escape their collars, while the others at least tried to go in the right direction. However, none of the nugs arrived at their destination. I will require some of Charter's time in dealing with an Orlesian noblewoman I believe to be intercepting my nugs. From my surveillance, she appears to be dressing them in little frocks that are simply terrible. Nightingale. Oh, that's cute. All right, let's see. Anything of importance over here? Oh, some loot. What's that? Oh, crumpled silk napkin. Take it. All right, have we seen everything on this side? We talked with Josie. We went to her little opera. That seemed a little odd. Let's go up here and look.
And you?
Let's start upstairs and work our way down.
There must be some.
Oh, there must be something here.
For Valroyo must be here.
Her speech keeps getting cut off. Or is it? In the bushes? Or in the flower bed, rather? Expensive dog treats. I will take those. There's something back here. More reading. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 10, by Bioware. Donna and Brankovic had been pursuing the killer of Magistrate Dunwald without food or rest. and so far all he had was the seal of an imaginary group, a wounded arm, and a package that contained a rusted Teventer short sword. He was past exhaustion, and every breath made his head throb like he'd had too much to drink. He was getting too old for this crap. He couldn't go to the barracks with a knife wound he'd picked up off duty. If the captain caught him, and she would, he'd be thrown out of the guard for sure. That left one option. The Chantry Clinic turned no one away, but it usually didn't have to. The presence of 3 circle healers was more than enough to frighten most decent folk into deciding to wait and see if they got better on their own. Aside from a few drunken beggars snoring in beds, the clinic was quiet. The healer didn't ask his name and tended the wound with only a disapproving frown. In a few breaths, his arm was as good as ever. Pity magic wouldn't mend his coat sleeve. As he walked through the nave toward the exit, he heard a voice. "Guardsman, I was just about to look for you." The deep black gown she wore only made her eyes more otherworldly. A scent like lilacs filled the air around her. She may have been dressed in mourning garb, but she was dressed to kill. Donan bowed. "Lady Marielle, we should talk. I may have a lead for you." Ooh, interesting. I love reading these stories that Varric writes. All right, nothing else here.
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
What is in here? This bard. Okay. All right, so I believe we still have Colin and Viv to talk to. That's Varric. Yep. Josephine. All right, we're going this way. Colin, Liliana, and Viv. Okay, Colin, Liliana, and Viv.
Can't believe this.
Did we look over here already?
Alpha Valroyo must be
I don't
here.
know.
What's this? No, we hadn't. We must have went straight to the right. Half-finished poem. To the right after we talked with Varric. Skin like gauze across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, and eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes. Maker, I hope my lady's patient.
Alpha Valroyo must be here.
Okay, more doggy treats. Anything else around here? Okay, Varric should be up this way.
I'm parched.
Yeah, he's over there. Let's look around here, make sure I didn't miss anything. See anything?
Thank the Maker.
Okay, go out that way. Something over here. Gold rabbit. Oh wow! Look at what the heck was that? Did you guys see that? What in the world? I'm going to investigate. I don't know what that was.
Where is that servant?
It's like a purple. Hello. Like a purple smoke. Like magic.
What is this now?
Discovered gazebo. A reminder, while the gazebo is available for festive occasions, deposits are non-refundable in cases of flood, fire, or imperial whim. Book accordingly. Oh. Okay. Hey, Colin. Oh, what you doing here with the doggy?
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
The Mabari.
You found a dog.
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
Something tells me you've never had a dog before.
Not since I was a child. The Circle wasn't keen on pets, especially Kirkwalls. But Skyhold... The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean.
Aww.
Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support. In whatever form you require.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I'm honored, and likewise, Inquisitor. You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
Hey, I found some doggy treats. Can we give him the doggy treats? Oh, let's see. I can. Oh my, yes. Place them all. Look at all the doggy bones. Okay, what is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them in there? Holy crap. And my constitution was boosted a point for each one of them bones?
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to find all of those. Now, who do we turn these other things into that we found? All right, let's see. Where to next? I guess we'll go over this way. This is Liliana over here. Hey, Liliana.
Will you walk with me?
Sure. What you need?
The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace. Everything changes. People, most of all. Yes. Now all I can see are the knives in the shadows, the poison in jeweled goblets. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear. Anyone with their wits should fear us. We command more people than some countries. It is not our secrets, nor our soldiers. There have always been spy masters and private armies. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all. Mine. Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. When the time comes, consider giving them what they want.
What? Really?
I've thought about it. Ending the Inquisition wouldn't be so bad. You misunderstand. They cannot act against what they cannot see. Publicly, I will of course retire from this life, as one would expect. Let them think they've finally won.
Ah.
I shall take up charity work, become a patron of the arts, as all respectable women of my age do. And perhaps take on a protégé. Our work never ends, Inquisitor. We just need fewer witnesses.
A plot, a ploy, a scheme. Anything else?
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Okay, nothing else from her. Still need to find Viv. Are you guys protecting this? Can I? Excuse me. Can I not go up here? Let's see where we're at on the map. No, we have to go up there. Oh, oh no, I don't want to go up there yet. We need to go speak with Viv. So we're not going to go up there yet. That's advancing the story. Ooh, look how pretty. Can I walk through here? Let's try. Oh, I can. Oh, cool. Alright, let's find Viv. Discovered the baths. Ooh. Oh, there's a crooked picture. That'll get us strength, right? Yep. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 15. By Varric. The nobles of Hightown like to imagine that petty crime can only happen in the dank shadows of Darktown, or maybe the crooked alleyways of Lowtown between the alienage and the poorest neighborhoods. Their lofty, ivy-walled avenues could never be the site of something as crude as a mugging or a simple assault. Donnan didn't have much trouble finding an out-of-the-way alcove near the chantry to wait for the scarred Ander and the tattooed Chasen to catch up with him. Ander came at him first, dropping down from the balcony above his head. While Donnan tried to back out of his reach, Chasen loomed behind him, clamping an enormous vice-like hand on his shoulder. Ander's follow-up punch just below his ribs knocked air from his lungs. As the Chasen lifted him up by his coat, Donnan got back enough of his breath to say, "You work for Wagner? I need to give him a message." This earned him a skeptical look from the Ander, but the Chasen set his feet back on the ground. "Tell him I have his sword. He can meet me in the quay at midnight to settle on the price." For a long, nervous moment, Donnan watched a variety of expressions pass over the Ander's scarred, grayish face before the man nodded. Another long moment, and both Ander and Chasen walked away, leaving him alone in the alcove. With the sun just setting, there was only one place left that Donnan needed to go. The tavern in the center of Lowtown sat in its own tiny moat of spilled ale, vomit, and the seawater the owner flung at the walls in a half-hearted attempt to scour the seagull crap from the building. Donnan, like nearly every guardsman who drank at the Hanged Man, walked through the door to a frantic chorus of "Put it away, hurry!" He tried not to smile, and completely succeeded when the brooding, white-haired elven bartender greeted him with a murderous glower. "Guardsman," Donnan placed a handful of copper coins on the bar. "Keep the ale coming, Ferris. I've got some time to kill." What? Ferris ended up working at the bar as a bartender? Yeah, he broke my heart. That Ferris. Okay, there's Viv. All right, let's speak with Viv.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
Oh, that was kind.
I've never heard of a fancy spa serving elves.
You are the Inquisitor, darling. Savior of the Empire. They won't turn you away.
What kind of spa is this? Where's the massages?
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
Ah, there goes Sarah. What's
Did
she
you hear
up to?
something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I know you were cruelly disappointed when Solus left.
I don't know what kind of spa this is. This does not look relaxing at all to me. Yeah, I was very heartbroken.
I'm still not over what happened.
We shouldn't dwell on terrible mistakes, should we? It's spa day.
Mistake? What is Sarah up to?
How do you think the conference will end? What do you think they'll decide?
It's all foolish posturing. The nations of Thedas know they can only politely ask the Inquisition to be on its way. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
No, I don't. I wanted a massage.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done.
What did they do?
Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
What did they do? And that place is a mess. Sarah. Was that it, Viv? Where you at? Oh, there you are. Anything else?
Darling, what can I do for you?
Okay, that's it.
It's been a while since so many gathered in this
Uh-oh.
place.
More doggy treats. Looks like a dog bone. Yep.
Weather this season.
Arden Hightown, Chapter 2. The Café Dior perched atop a hill in the Orlesian district of Hightown, with a view of the entire city so the wealthy patrons could keep an eye on the peasants toiling below.
Where is that servant?
Lady Marielle studied the room across the rim of her cup. Few nobles sat at the delicate little tables sipping tea from the ravine and whispering among themselves about the latest maneuvers in the grand game 1,000 leagues away. "What's this lead you have for me?" Donnan broke the silence, acutely aware that he stank of sweat and fish from the docks and was wearing a ripped, blood-stained coat in the most high-class cafe in Kirkwall. "We're being followed, guardsman." The lady's voice was low. From her tone, she might have been discussing the weather. The two gentlemen in the corner by the door. Donnan picked up his teacup and gestured with it as if making a point, while he turned slightly in his chair to look. The men were finely dressed, but almost as out of place as he was. A large, sickly pale Ander with a face full of scars and a tattooed Chasen with a stone dagger at his belt. Chasen in a doublet? That's one for the history books, Donnan murmured. Lady Marielle favored him with a half smile. "Last night, a man came by the estate. He said he wanted to buy Seamus's collection. All of it." Donnan sat up straighter. "The swords?" "He said his name was Wagner." She sipped delicately at her tea. "He gave me an address in Lowtown in case I changed my mind. Those two have been shadowing me ever since." Interesting. All right, let's see what's in here.
Where is that servant?
Excuse me, fellas. I'll take this. Yeah, what are we going to be doing with all these things? Alright, don't see anything else in here.
Yes, thank you.
Uh-oh. Oh, no doggy bone.
Maybe.
Gotta remember to put those treats in the basket. Oh, we can't get up there. Who else is left? I thought I did catch up with all my old friends. We spoke with Viv, Liliana, Colin, Varric, Josie, Sarah, Iron Bull, Cole, and Blackwall. There's nobody else here. Dorian's not here yet. Of course, Solus is gone. Who else is there? Sandra is Victoria. I don't think there's anybody else that we need to talk to. Oops. So I don't know who else we need to talk to here. Who else is an old friend? Nobody else is available to select. Ooh, who's up here? Man, this is cool. This place really is beautiful. Uh-oh, another book. And something else. Chapter 18. The rain stopped with a suddenness that suggested some enterprising footpad from the Cordillera had climbed up to shank the clouds. The fog drifted off to haunt a better part of the wounded coast. As Donnan reached the chantry courtyard, the clouds parted to let a sliver of moonlight shine on the rain-swept flagstones. He stopped to catch his breath and tightened the torn-off coat sleeve he'd used as a bandage. The bleeding was slow, which meant either the wound in his side wasn't that deep, or he was running out of blood to lose. Trying not to dwell on the latter, he pushed open the chantry doors. As at this maker-forsaken hour, the chantry was lit only by the eternal flame at Andraste's feet. A single soul occupied the space, lighting a candle for the dead. She rose as Donnan staggered into the firelight. "Guardsman!" Lady Mariel rushed to help him into one of the pews. "Might want to wake up one of the healers." He managed a pained smile. "I wasn't sure you'd be here." "Neither was I. Your message was a little vague." Mariel tried to examine his makeshift bandage, but Donnan waved her away. He pointed toward the golden statue of Andraste. "I had a friend deliver something for you, under the altar." Mariel cast him a skeptical look, but she climbed the dais and returned with a small oilcloth bundle. She picked apart the wrapping's knot and peered down at the rusty blade inside, specks of dried blood still clinging to the pitted guard. "Sword of Hassarian?" "Asarian," she breathed, almost a prayer. "You can get it to the divine?" Donnan asked. She wiped at her eyes. "I'll take it to her myself. What do you want in return?" Donnan struggled to his feet. "Just put in a good word for me with the Maker, your ladyship. You never know when I might need it." And he walked away, leaving her standing in the firelight with history in her hands. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so that's at least 3 more treats. Wonder how many there are. Oh, let's look through here. Don't know what the purpose is. Alright, I guess it's time to go speak to some of these people. Alright, who's over here? Arl Tegan? What? Arl Tegan? Is he one of the ambassadors? I guess he is.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Cassandra.
Not at all. The Arl of Redcliffe was telling me of events in Denerim. He represents Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
I am supposed to be impartial while speaking for the Chantry, but I confess that neutrality is beyond me. I may be the Divine, but I will always be your friend. And I can hardly ignore the fate of the Inquisition that I began.
Yep. You and Liliana.
Is there anything I can do to make your job easier?
You could find me a sword and something to hit. I must attend to other matters. If you need me, I am ready to assist. Unconditionally.
Maybe she was the last old friend we needed to talk to?
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
I appreciate knowing where Ferelden stands.
You are owed that, Inquisitor, especially here. These Orlesians will talk circles around you before you get a simple greeting out. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
Okay. I see a chest over here. No, it still says we have some old friends to catch up to. Who else could it be? Is that the Arl right there? Annaker Halfer, a diverse catalog of treasures. Billing itself as the most distinguished retailer of fine goods and novelties to the rich since 786 Storm. This booklet is filled with woodcuts of strange trinkets, the world's best articulated Everite back scratcher? Complicated-looking devices, the only triple-decker carriage with Orzammar design, wheel locks for smoother braking. In specialty items, I'll be the first to enjoy the amazing cooling properties of drake skin lining in one's evening mass. Okay. Oh no, there's the Arl. He's sitting at, like, throne here. A dispatch from the Crown of Ferelden. Uncle Tegan. I read your first letter. Trust Orlais to put up a fight about this now. You've been there before, so I'm not telling you anything new. Send a messenger if you need anything. I'll send someone out straight away. Regards, King Alistair of Ferelden. Someone, presumably His Majesty, has drawn a stick figure weighed down by an oversized crown at the bottom of the page. Oh my gosh. Is that Sarah? She do that? Alistair, he's still king. He hasn't sired any children yet? Okay, so the other ambassador is there. Let's do Cyril. Let's go see what's down here first. Dedication. This fountain was erected in commemoration of the end of the Civil War and the slaying of Corypheus by the blessed herald of Andraste, Inquisitor Sasha Lebanon, in the 42nd year of the Dragon. Let the song of this water be as laughter. Let the cool of the stone be as memories gone. They built something for us? Holy Toledo. Oh, it's pretty too. Oh, it's a fountain. Should I take the gold? Oh, caprice coins. Oh my gosh. A bag of caprice coins, disminted for nobility to throw into fountains. They are stamped with a lion on one side and the Chantry Sunburst on the other. Oh man, I remember having to find all those daggone coins. There wasn't anything down there. I still don't know who these old friends are that we're supposed to be catching up with. I mean, we've talked to every... Hey, there's Dorian right here. Wait a minute. He doesn't appear on here. He said he would be by, or we'd catch up later, but he's here.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet.
Hey, Dorian? Friend?
Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Yes.
You arrived ahead of me. I hope all's well.
It's everything I expected. We've been spared the burden of surprise. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Pavis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Oh, okay. Words only.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Ole wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is the good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Man, these people are seriously trying to break us apart. Maybe I misunderstood about what I read about Dorian before. And it's still saying that we need to catch up with old friends. Scandalous gossip. This unsigned note is creased as if it had been secreted away in someone's pocket. Dearest Jay, I agree it's surprising that the Ferelden's come as equals, but the Exalted Council is in the heart of Southern Orlais. They cannot be lost on our neighbors. Empress Celine came out for the first ceremonies, then retired into her chambers for the rest of the talks. A day later, Marquise Briala came visiting on important matters of state. Suffice to say, I do not think we will see them at the council. Celine and the Celine and the rabbit cavort like lovers half their age. Of course, the foolish assume our empress is so distracted that they might safely overreach themselves. An idea even more disastrous than the new carpeting in the north wing. That shade of lime? Really? So the note was to Josephine, but who wrote it? Anything else to see? It's saying like there's something else over here, but I don't see anything else over here. Yeah, maybe it's hanging off of that dedication to us. Begin the Exalted Council. Okay, well, wait a minute. Who else do I need to speak to? I don't see anybody else here.
What is this now?
Who did I miss?
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
I mean, I would really like to talk with everybody. But it's making it seem like there's still some people I need to talk to. Anything else, Dorian? Oh. What? Look at Iron Bull. He's
As
laid
the
out.
most eloquent dwarf you know, Sparkles.
Speech! Speech! Way too much speech.
Varric, there's really no need.
What's going on?
Inquisitor, you're just in time. Sparkles, the Imperium doesn't deserve you, or want you. It may even kill you, but we'll miss you, if it counts. And you didn't know. Okay, folks, time to take the party elsewhere.
What?
Tom never wanted any. I swear.
Leave him.
Varric in his chest hair. What's the matter, Dorian? What's the matter? You made up with your...
It's true. When the Exalted Council has ended, I'm going back to Tevinter. For good, this time.
Oh, no. Oh.
You know I'll miss you.
Naturally. My father is dead. Assassinated, I believe. I received notice this morning. A perversely cheerful letter congratulating me on assuming his seat in the Magisterium. We only met a few times while I was home. He didn't say anything about keeping me as his heir. This ambassadorship, his doing, I'm told. He must have wanted me away when the trouble began. I have to go back.
Oh no.
So you'll truly be a Magister?
Oh, yes. I can't wait to degrade the Magisterium with my presence. A new outfit is required.
And then what?
I find my father's killers and kill them back. Then I find those giving Tevinter a bad name and kill them. They're most likely the same people, so that should make the job easier.
Oh, man.
I know it was complicated, but I'm sorry about your father.
Thank you. It still doesn't feel real.
No, they finally made up and started talking. You don't have to go, do you?
You'll need help. I could go with you.
Not this time, my friend. I won't be entirely without support. Maevaris has gathered other Magisters who feel as we do. We'll be an actual faction in the Magisterium. I'll teach them manners, take them shopping. It'll be fun.
You don't have to go back, Dorian. You put it behind you, you still could.
Give up a golden opportunity for martyrdom? Perish the thought. A present. A going-away present.
No!
It's a sending crystal. Amazing what friendship with the Inquisition gives you access to. If I get in over my head, or you're overwhelmed with sorrow for lack of my velvety voice... Magic. What? You didn't think I would just leave and you'd never hear from me again, did you? You are my dearest friend. Perhaps my only friend. That will never change, no matter where we are. Now let's finish the good wine before the others get back.
Oh no, I don't want him to leave. Okay, and it still says I have people to talk to. What? Anything else, Dorian?
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave on.
Okay. Go put these doggy treats in the bowl. Uh-oh. What's happening? What? What? What the heck? What is this? What? A unique mace. Cudgel of the Gold and Ebon Queen. What are all them things flying around, buzzing around that dog? Wow, this is be good. I'll have to see. I don't know if it's as good as what Blackwall has.
Inquisitor?
Okay, nothing new there. All right, I don't know. I'm just gonna start. I don't see anybody else that we could talk to. Talk to everybody I can think of. I guess we could try talking with Varric again. Because he really didn't talk with us. Try him one more time and then we're gonna start the council.
At once.
Varric, anything new?
I'll be here if you need me.
That's all he says. That's not really having a conversation there, Varric. Okay. Let me check with Sarah one time real quick since we saw her. I thought we read this already. Did I miss it? Sarah's past and now things. Dorian leaving again, didn't cry. That's what he wants. No. Sarah, you been up to shenanigans?
Maybe sort out how they want to mess with us. Then there'll be something to talk about.
Okay, nope. We need to talk with Krem? Oh, we can't even talk with him. You double check, make sure there's no more pictures out of place. Well, I really don't know who else we need to talk to.
Well met, your worship.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything to say. Okay, this is like our little personal storage area. I would swear I've been all over this place. Oh, hang on. Did she appear on the map? Oh, I guess she did. All right, let's talk to her again.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
This seems serious.
It's not about me. It's about you. Maybe you should sit.
Uh-oh. What's this about?
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit.
What is going on? Thought she said she would stand.
Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I'm confused.
I really can't imagine what you mean.
I'm talking about marriage.
What?
Marriage?
I can't imagine who it is. Maker knows you've kept it secret, but if marriage is... You're not proposing to anyone.
What?
I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Very good. Okay, that was it. I'm glad I came back over here.
It is good to see you, my friend.
All right, I guess we can begin the council now. I feel better that we've talked to everybody. Hey, your loot was missing before, lady. Palace entrance. All right, shall we go inside?
Just what we needed.
Starting the Exalted Council will lock off spending time with followers. Well, we've already spent the time with them.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized Caer Bronach in Crestwood.
Our goal was to keep more Ferelden citizens from dying, not to seize power.
Your help was appreciated 2 years ago, Inquisitor. Now order has been restored, yet you remain. Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them.
That was Ferelden's mistake, just as exiling the Wardens at Adamant Fortress was regrettably the Inquisition's mistake.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. Without the Inquisition, Celine would have neither her throne nor her elven marquise.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
What's this?
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Sister Leliana asked to speak with you in private.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Are we not even worth the Inquisitor's time?
Wait a minute now. He's talking about they exiled the Grey Wardens when his nephew was a Grey Warden. What's going on?
Inquisitor, I thought you would want to see this.
What the devil?
A Qunari warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Oh.
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. He says that if this were an official Qunari operation, he would know. That suggests we're dealing with a rogue faction.
So, what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Qunari military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Hulla statue and some Caprice coins, and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will ask Divine Victoria to call a recess for now. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
It's about to go down. Follow the blood trail. Who wants to follow our... Do we have... Can we put some... Can we put our inventory... Our items back on in case we have to do some fighting? Maybe we better wait. Let's wait. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. Follow the blood trail.
I am grievously regretful of the inconvenience.
Oh, it's over here.
Remain outside.
Oh, it's up there. Can we climb this?
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Oh, let's climb. I didn't know we could climb this. Hey, can we jump over here now? Probably have to do it from up above. This. Yeah, I think that is two on the same level with it. Let's see. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to jump, not climb. Nope. Try that again. Don't think I could jump from here. Almost. Let's see how many attempts this is going to take. Oh, maybe... Maybe I can get a running start from here, though we can't really run in this game. Nope, that definitely didn't work. Not like the jumping in this game is very good. Anyways, so let's continue. Trying to jump from there looks like death. All right, through here.
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's loot. And we are going to actually end this episode right here because it sounds like we're going to get to have our friends join us. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. If you are, I'd appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up to like it and subscribe. It's free to do both. And I will see you guys on in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.